Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to wash the locks. And we are going to wash with a sulfate-free shampoo. I am using the Tea Tree Tingle shampoo from Trader Joe's. And I'm going to wash a total of 2 times. So first I'm going to get the hair wet. Just saturating the hair right now. Making sure that it's completely wet so that we can get the best lather possible. The only thing we're going to be using during our wash is a shampoo. We are not going to put a conditioner in. Conditioner has the tendency to cause buildup, so we find other ways to condition. Alright, the hair is pretty saturated, so now I'm going to start with my first shampoo. This first shampoo is just to break up any dirt or oil so you won't get a great lather the first time around. He hasn't had his hair washed in a while, so we may even have to do a third wash. Just depending on what. If the water is rinsing clear, then you know that your hair is really good and clean. Right. Right now it's pretty dirty. That means we'll definitely be washing for a second time, which I always wash twice. Okay, that has been rinsed. We're going to go back in for a second time. Make sure you get your ends of your locks. Don't be afraid to really wash and let it lather up. See how it's getting a better lather this time? That first wash just breaks up the oils and the dirts. When I say wash the ends, this is kind of what I mean. Scrub those ends out. Really focus on that scalp. I like the Tea Tree Tingle shampoo because it leaves a tingling sensation. And it's a really good clarifying shampoo. Make sure you get the hair underneath, the locks in the back. Sometimes those can be neglected. Alright, we're going to rinse and see if he has any dirt that comes off of it. If it's still rinsing dirty, then we're going to wash again. Still a little bit of dirt. So that means we'll be doing one more wash. Just to make sure that it's nice and clean. Okay, so his hair is clean now. And so now we're gonna begin our retwisting, but the first thing that I like to do is I like to go in with my oil. And this is the oil that I use. I use the Taliah Waajid healing oil. Can y'all see that? That light is so bright. African healing oil from Taliah Waajid. Okay. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do for him. So I'm just going all through his scalp, between all of the areas, and then working it through. So a little bit of a way to put moisture back in. I'm gonna speed this process up, like I'll make it go fast.
Oh, on the video?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so now that we've gone in with the oil and I got it all throughout his scalp, now we're going to begin the retwisting stage. So here are the two products that I like to use. I like to either use the Murray's Edge Wax. Put my hand behind it so you can see. Okay, that, or the Joey Naturals My Gel. I love this. This is my favorite, and this is what I mainly use on clients. But sometimes a client's hair is a lot more dense and it needs a lot more hold, and so I'll use the Edge Wax, and both of these don't cause any buildup in that sense. So these are what I'm going to use. I think for him today I'm going to use the Murray's Edge Wax. So I just take a little bit of this, put it on the back of my hand, so I won't have to keep reaching for it. And I start at the back, so I'll secure his hair out of the way, start with the back, and work on the back of his hair and put the rest up. You could use a big clip, or you could use a I'm using a hair tie. Just like that. So I think now I'm gonna turn the camera, turn him a little bit this way so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And you can use a comb for this part, or you can use your fingers to clean up the parts. I do both, depending on what mood I'm in. So that is like cleaning up his part right there, so that you can see that this is this lock and all the hairs that belong with that. Okay. So then I just add a little bit of product to it, and you're gonna twist going clockwise. So I'm doing a palm roll method, and I'm twisting until it tightens up right there. So see that? And then I'm going to secure with my clip. I use 2 size clips. I either use a small one, especially for shorter locks, or big ones about this size. So either this size or this size for smaller locks. So for him, his locks are getting pretty long. I'm going to secure it with a big clip right there down at the bottom like that. I'm going to show you again how I do this. I'm separating with my fingers. And if you are doing this yourself to your own head, you are going to have to try to figure out, you have to feel around for the hair that's around it. And you can feel all the hair that's supposed to be in that lock. So it probably won't be as clean as if a loctician did it, but for the sake of being in quarantine, feel around and feel where that lock begins and ends. Like put your hand all around it and feel where hair should be and where hair shouldn't be, and separate and move around. Okay? Now again, I'm taking a little bit of product on my hand, rubbing it into the lock, and then I'm going to palm roll going clockwise. Just like that. And so this same clip that I have here, I'm going to take it and secure both of those. Just like that. And so now you can see that his parts are cleaned up. I'm going to show you how I do it with a comb. Okay. So I just take my comb and you can comb with it, but you can move the hair around by seeing where you are. Just moving the hair around, or if you need to part some, say for instance, it's been a long time since you've done this and your hair, your parts are really not clean and some are joining with the others, then you're going to take your comb and you're going to part off and move hair into the lock that it's supposed to be in. Just like that. And so I'm going to show you how I do this with a comb. So I'll start by twisting it clockwise. And then once you get so far, you take that comb off, and then you finish the rest of the way by palm rolling. Just like that. And again, I'm securing with that because his hair is long enough to where I don't have to secure with the tiny clips. Again, with the comb, I'm just moving hair around and moving hair to where it needs to be. I don't need to part because he doesn't have any that are married or joining together. Put a little bit of product on. Take my comb. And you see how I'm taking it kind of sideways like this? Right there. And then I'm going to twist it clockwise. Then I take that off and I palm roll it the rest of the way. just like that. See me rolling it? Just like rolling it. And I'm rolling it clockwise. Secure. So I'm going to show you one more with the baby clip. So say for instance you have brand new starter locks and they're not very mature and you need to hold them down a little bit better. I'm going to show you how to do that with a baby clip. Again, same technique with moving the hair around with my comb. I'm going to show you how I palm roll it. Palm roll. Just like that. And then I'm securing with a baby clip, right? And when you're doing it with a baby clip, you want to secure close to the scalp so that it doesn't unravel. Just like that. See where the placement of the clip is? Right at the base. Okay? So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call if you're my client, and or if you want to be my client. Feel free to give me a call and I'll walk you through it. But keep watching this until you get the hang of it. So now I'm at the second row. I'm going to start another row. So I'm keeping his hair in the hair tie, and I'm just going to pull locks down based on what row I'm in, just like this. Just like that. And that keeps you kind of organized and hair out of the way. All right. So you see he has lots of hair that needs to be cleaned up. So I'm going to take my comb and I'm going to find where the hair goes. So I'm moving hair around. If you have to part, then you part. If you don't have to part, then just move the hair around to make it clean. That's why people get retwists, so they can see their parts. You want to see the cleanness. Okay, add a product. I'll show you how to do this with the comb. Take it, roll it clockwise. Take that off, palm roll. Just like that, and secure. Again. You all right?
Mostly,